ups and downs, we will find a lesson to learn that will make us a better person. Each experience, good and bad, make us grow. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Seema Chhoriya, and I welcome you all to another insightful session on Great Principle. Please join me in welcoming one of the youngest principals of the Asian continent, Dr. Kusala Kumar Jayendra Fernando, Principal Gurukula National College, Kelaniya, Sri Lanka. Welcome to Great Principles, sir. It's truly an honor to have you with us.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction. And it's a great pleasure to meet you online today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's truly a privilege for us also to have an opportunity to hear your wise words. So let us begin where it all started. So, sir, once upon a time, your belief was that teachers can produce the leaders of tomorrow. Each country has a similar belief and trust in their educators. Our children hold the key to future, and we parents have to ensure their right to educators. So tell me, why are only teachers responsible for producing leaders?
Actually, you know that all of us have to go to school for our primary and secondary education. And when we engage with our primary and secondary education, not only we are focusing on subject-wise learning. Actually, it goes beyond that, and we have to engage with co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities, and so many things we are learning in schools. So with that, teachers are looking forward to develop the skills, knowledge, and attitudes of students. So basically, in schools, we are developing skills, knowledge, and attitudes of students. So therefore, for every child, it's very important to go to a school and learn things, not only in subjects, in main subjects, but also there are so many things they have to learn from teachers, from extracurricular activities, from co-curricular activities. They have to learn so many things. With that, they can develop their knowledge, skills, and attitudes, and be prepared to be responsible citizens in the future for their communities. Therefore, schools are very important, and teachers actually uh, very important, because they are the people who are doing the teaching, and they are the people preparing students for the future life, and they are the people, teachers are the people who actually develop the skills, knowledge, and attitudes of students to become as good citizens in the future. Therefore, teachers are very important for all of us in any community.
Absolutely, sir. Completely agree with you. Yes, teachers are the one with whom a child spend major of his time of formative years. Substantial amount of time is spent with teachers. Sir, you rightly said that teachers have a huge responsibility of building the citizens, because school is not only about academics; it's much more than that. And I'm sure the 2 years when children were confined to their houses, we all learned what all the school does for a child. So thank you so much for the wonderful answer here. Moving ahead on our next question, sir, a country's pulse, it is easily captured through its youth, and you are highly involved in various youth development activities. So tell me, what are the biggest concerns that are affecting the youth across the globe?
Yeah, I think poverty is one of the major things, because due to poverty, many young people they couldn't actually go to higher studies. They unable to develop their skills, knowledge, and attitudes after secondary level education due to poverty. Actually, not only secondary education, some people, even after completing their primary education, actually try to engage with some kind of occupation to requirements in their day-to-day life, because they don't have uh, enough money. Actually, their parents don't have enough money. Their families don't have enough money to pay for their education. Therefore, there are so many young people who drop out from schools after their primary and secondary education. So it's therefore poverty, I think, one of the biggest issues. And also, that lack of awareness. Actually, uh, I know that even in Asia, even in Africa, there are so many opportunities for young people across the globe. Uh, because that due to globalization, and also due to the emergence of social media, and development of various kind of technology, we can interact with each other through various platforms uh, around the world. So, so with the development, there are so many opportunities for young people. Even talented young people in maybe in Africa, they can actually work for some companies in Europe with their skills and knowledge through technology. Without going to Europe, they can still work virtually for those companies while in their motherland. Likewise, there are so many opportunities through technology for young people, and there are so many. That even within localities, there are so many opportunities for young people, but they don't know how to get those opportunities. For example, let's say that in some countries, including Sri Lanka, there are so many vocational training courses for young people. There are so many other opportunities like job placements for young people, skills development programs, which actually prepare young people for future skills based jobs for in the job market. So there are so many courses, but some young people, they don't know about those opportunities. They don't know how to get those opportunities, how to engage with those kind of courses. So how to get opportunities, they don't know about the way of getting those opportunities. Therefore they couldn't get maximum out of those opportunities, and due to that, I think they are sometimes they are wasting their time. But and also sometimes I know that some young people, even they are talented, they couldn't get maximum out of their talents due to their lack of awareness. So that is one of the one of another problem that facing by young people today. And also, I think another issue is that environmental crises around the world. That young people, they are going to be the leaders of tomorrow, and they are going to run the world tomorrow, and they have a big responsibility to save the environment. That due to man-made things, due to human activities, so many environmental issues occurred during last few decades. And that global warming and so many issues arise. And so young people have to face them, and not only they have to face them and take some I mean not only they have to face them and make a solution for them, they also have to protect the environment, not only for themselves but for future generations to come. So they have a big task. So and with that, that due to environmental issues, climate change is happening, and also various kind of issues are occurring. Therefore, that is one of the another thing that young people are facing at the moment. And another major issue around the world is unemployment and underemployment. You know that some young people, they are uh, their education and maybe the courses they have followed already are not matched with labor market requirements. Therefore they are unable to find a good job in the labor market. And also sometimes that there are so many highly qualified individuals, highly qualified young people who have few diplomas, sometimes few degrees, but even after having few degrees, they can't find a decent job. So they are doing some clerical or some very I mean very a simple job, which actually, when we compare with their qualifications, we can call it as a underemployment. So therefore, this underemployment and unemployment is another issue. And for that, I think the education is one of the major things to consider, concern, because that with education we can match the talents, skills and knowledge of young people with the labor market requirements. So education is the main thing which can match those requirements, those labor market requirements with the talents and skills of young people. Therefore, education is always have to think about that, have to think about the future labor requirements in their localities, in their countries, and also not only in their countries, because that young people in the future, actually even today, now they have to compete with not only their local competitors, they have to compete with regional or worldwide competitors in the job market. Therefore, I think education is should be aware about this, and they should consider these things when they doing educational reforms, and when they design educational and training courses, because with that they can actually, education is have to match they have to look at the future requirements, they have to look at the future labor requirements, and they have to match those requirements. And to match those requirements, they have to design courses today for young people. So with that, they can be prepared for the labor market tomorrow. So
Right, sir.
those are the major issues: unemployment and underemployment, poverty, and lack of awareness, and the environmental issues. Those are, I think, few of the major issues which are faced by young people today.
Right, sir. So if I put up that all the issues you spoke about, poverty, lack of awareness, then environmental crisis, and of course, the last one that you mentioned about the underemployment and underemployment kind of a thing. So all these things can be definitely worked upon if a right kind of education is given, as you mentioned. So tell me, sir, when youth is the major driving force for any nation, what can government do so that those who are poor also can be given the right kind of education to the less privileged ones, and also the current education system can be churned in the right direction so that these crises can be taken care of? What can government do for all these?
Yeah, I think if governments can afford primary, secondary, and if they can afford even tertiary education, I think many young people can get maximum out of that, and develop their skills, knowledge, and attitudes, and be prepared for the labor market requirements in the future. Actually, in Sri Lanka also, our government provide free of charge primary education, free of charge secondary, and also our government provide uh, free of charge tertiary education in our government universities. Therefore, with that, even uh, poorest among poor can have basic primary education, then secondary education, and after that tertiary education free of charge, and be a graduate with all the skills, knowledge, and attitudes to face the challenges in the labor market tomorrow. So likewise, if the governments can afford uh, the afford the charge, I mean the fees for the primary, secondary, and tertiary education, I think many young people can get maximum out of that. And also, other thing is, I think that for any government, it's a very difficult thing to accommodate all the young people who got through university entrance examinations to get into universities. But uh, uh, by various kind of partnerships with public and private institutes, and also with technical colleges under the government, they can provide various kind of skill based job training for young people through uh, I mean uh, local training colleges, technical training colleges, and with partnership with private sector and public sector institutes, various kind of skill-based job uh, training for young people. Therefore, I think in Sri Lanka also, government doing that. We have so many technical colleges who are providing technical education for young people, and apart from that, we have vocational training authority under the government, which provide vocational training courses for young people, and there are so many other institutes like NITA and also National Youth Resource Council who provide vocational training courses for young people. So they young people can engage with those courses and get national vocational qualifications, uh, and be skillful, be knowledgeable, and be competent to face challenges in the labor market tomorrow. So likewise, if a government can provide kind of vocational and technical education for school dropouts who actually engage with secondary education, but with their final results at secondary level, who could not get into government universities. I think for those young people, governments can provide technical and vocational education through various channels like technical colleges, and with the partnerships of private sector institutes. So they can provide that vocational and technical education, and with that, I think they can provide skills, knowledge, and attitudes for young people uh, to uh, to cope with the challenges in the future job market.
Yeah, I think a very practical solution that you have put up forward for for the government out there, that yes, many nations are providing free primary and secondary education. There are so many nations out there which are practicing this already, and given the fact that youth is the backbone of any nation, government needs to work upon that. They need to work on the budgets allocated for education. And the beautiful advice that sir gave for the school dropout is that they can be engaged in some kind of vocational training. By this, we can ensure that youth is qualified enough to again, give back to the country in terms of the GDP. So that is a wonderful share there. So great tips, sir. Thank you so much. Moving ahead to our next question. So you are young achiever reward is bestowed on you, and you have seen to set a trend for the young minds in your country. So do you believe that your journey as a student, social worker, and now as an educator shall inspire many to join the teaching fraternity?
Yeah, I think so because that I engage so much with the youth club movement in Sri Lanka. Actually, from grassroots level, we have a very good structure which starts from grassroots level, then divisional level, district level, and national level. Actually, I have gone through all the levels and actually done so many social work, voluntary work with Sri Lanka Federation of Youth Clubs. With my knowledge and experiences I got as a young leader, as a youth leader, uh, through youth clubs movement, I think it actually benefited me a lot once I become as a education administrator, especially now when I'm actually engaged with my day-to-day work as a principal of a national college. Actually, that experience actually is very vital for me. It's very important for me. It inspires actually many young people as well, I think, because that I came across with so many challenges when I served as a youth leader in the youth club movement. So on voluntary basis, I have engaged with so many projects, and it gave me a wonderful experience about how to work in cooperation with others, and also how to respect others, how to respect the leadership, and how to uh, build as a leader in a given scenario. Likewise, there are so many experiences I got through youth clubs movement. Especially, I engaged with youth parliament youth parliament of Sri Lanka. It gave me wonderful leadership experience, and altogether, those activities actually given me so many good things for my life, especially to build good attitudes, and also it helped me a lot to develop my personality as well. So I think those experiences as a youth leader and also as a student, especially as I told you earlier, students not only they are learning about mathematics, science, and those subjects in the school. They engage with uh, co-curricular activities like sports, and also they engage with student clubs and societies, and also they engage with various kind of projects. With that, they are getting so many experiences about life. They are getting so many experiences about how to work in cooperation. They are getting experience about teamwork, the importance of teamwork, and they also getting experience about how to respect others. Likewise, there are so many things they are learning out of those extracurricular and co-curricular activities. So I think as a students, when you become as a school prefect, or when you become as a leader, maybe in a sports team, or likewise, there are so many things that you can develop as a leader. Those experiences, I think, very important for your future life, especially for students when they engage with the experiences they are getting through co-curricular and extracurricular activities. I think so vital. When they engage with those activities, they are developing. It helps to develop their personality. It helps to develop their leadership. And also it helps to develop their good attitudes as well. And to grow good habits. And I think altogether those things affect very positively for their future life. when they engage with occupation or profession, I think they can climb the ladder easily with their personality and leadership, uh, with the experience they had as a students in schools, and also if they have engaged with uh, voluntary service activities or social work activities, I think it also helped them positively to climb the ladder in the professional career.
Right, sir. I completely agree with you that there are few lessons that we learn as a student, carries with us to our throughout our life. It shapes us. It helps us to troubleshoot at the time of crisis. It helps us to be with others, to understand the needs of others, and then function as a leader. Leadership is not about just leading. It's about understanding the team, working in the team, as you rightly mentioned, that you gain the ability to work in a team when you are exposed to such kind of things. So these are the things which all the schools are practicing these days, giving this kind of experiences to the schools, which is very much required. Now, moving ahead to our next question, sir, you have traveled the world and met some of the greatest minds. So tell me, that educationist you look upon for your inspiration, advice, and support at troubleshooting times.
Yeah, actually, you know that I was able to represent Sri Lanka in many youth conferences and workshops, especially 2010. I was appointed as the country representative for the Commonwealth Youth Program. Actually, it's a turning point of my life. After that, I engaged with so many youth activities around the world. I think so. With that experience, with that opportunities, I was able to build up huge, I mean, large network of friends around the world. Now I have friends in all the continents around the world. Uh, I mean, all of them actually well educated and good professionals in their respective countries. And actually, there are so many things that I can learn out of them. And also, I remember that when I was the principal of Prince of Wales College uh, in some time back, uh, we organized a virtual international education conference for the celebration of 145th anniversary of Prince of Wales College. At that time, we needed to engage some professionals around the world who engage with education and training, and through my network, which I built through my opportunities, which I was obtained during my teen as a youth leader in the Commonwealth. Actually, it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot. Actually, there are many professionals around the world from United Kingdom, India, Nepal, Australia. Likewise, there are so many professionals engaged with that conference due to my contacts, and it's basically due to my experiences and the opportunities which I obtained as a youth leader in my younger age. So I think uh, experiences, those networks are very important. And also, when you have a problem, I mean, as a researcher, I have completed my doctorate in 2021. So when I search in for some very good articles, some of the friends in overseas help me a lot to find good articles in leadership and also in education management. Likewise, so many articles I found just because of my friends in overseas, and those connections actually uh, build up as a due to my engagement with them as a youth leader some time back. So therefore, I think building networks beyond our localities, and also building networks with good professionals around the world. I think very important. Now, I think virtually, even virtually, there are so many platforms we can engage with professionals around the world. So young people have to get maximum out of those opportunities and build a good network. Then, when you have problems, when you have issues, maybe in your professional career or personal uh, career, when you have a problem, definitely your networks, with your networks you can solve most of them. Therefore, I think it's very important to have friends around the world and build a network of friends, professionals around the world. It's definitely beneficial for your career.
Absolutely, sir. So it's not just one educationist. In fact, it's a network of professionals that is there for sir whenever he needs any support and guidance. And sir, you rightly said, networking is truly powerful. Even for starting up any business, it's your network that comes forward first. The people, those who know you personally, step in and seed fund your uh, for a venture. So networking is very powerful. So to all my dear viewers, you have to come out of your comfort zone. You have to ensure that you are not only making friends in your locality, rather you are stepping out. The entire world is connected virtually today, and we have so many people, those who are there. Once you have connected with them, try building a good network and see how it is going to give benefit to you. So on this lovely networking note, we reach to the very interesting segment of the show, which is called rapid fire round, sir. So here you have to answer in one sentence or one word. All
Sure.
right. So here goes my first question. Tell us about a funny or a weird incident in your life.
Marriage.
That's a good one. All right. You spend your recreational time indulging in activities like.
Play cricket,
Mhm.
uh, and listening to music, also traveling.
Traveling. All right. So, cricket, traveling, and music is what you love to do when you're not working. All right. So, and I suppose that you also like to watch movies.
Yeah.
So, name any two movies that have huge impact on you.
uh, Three Idiots,
Mhm.
uh, and maybe actually there are so many local movies as well. So uh, Goal, one of the local movies in Sri Lanka, it also have an impact on me recent years.
All right. Moving ahead to next question. Kelaniya is mythological and World Heritage Site. Is it true or false?
True.
So, would you tell our viewers a little more about Kelaniya?
Actually, Kelaniya, there are so many historical places in Kelaniya, especially Kelani Rajamahavihara is one of the oldest temple in Sri Lanka. Actually, once Lord Buddha visited Kelaniya, so it's a very sacred place. And also, there are so many other important places in Kelaniya division, especially the University of Kelaniya is one of the leading government universities, not only in Sri Lanka but in the South Asian region. And uh, it's another important thing. And also, when we consider about Kelaniya, it's the nearest AGA division actually for the capital Colombo. Many people actually they are going through Kelaniya area to reach the capital. Millions of people on daily basis they are going through Kelaniya. So it's a very popular, famous area. It's a very important area, and also Kelani River also going along with Kelaniya area, and it's another. It's one of the biggest rivers in Sri Lanka as well. So with those things, Kelaniya become as one of the famous and also important location in Sri Lanka.
Wonderful. It's great to know about Kelaniya a little more. It's so good to know about what is there in the world and what all things are happening. And of course, when you love traveling so much, I'm sure you are an explorer and you try to explore the place. So, coming to the last question in this segment, sir, one advice that you would like to give to our parents out there?
Parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, as parents, you always have to give uh, opportunities for your children to learn new things. I mean, even in schools, I think parents should allow young people, students, their children, to engage with co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Some parents don't allow students to play. They only focus on education. But for the I mean full development of students, it's very important to engage with extracurricular and co-curricular activities. Therefore, I must say I actually invite all the parents to engage their children with co-curricular and extracurricular activities in schools. It definitely vital for them. It definitely build their confidence, personality, leadership, and definitely it helps to develop their skills, knowledge, and attitudes, which actually help them in long run.
Certainly, sir. I completely agree with you that yes, we as parents have a responsibility of ensuring that our children are exposed to all kind of activities that they can participate, and especially when school is providing everything, then we just need to give permission. So, to all my dear parents out there, ensure that you give your children exposure. It is going to create a huge impact in their overall development. So, on this note, we reach to the last question of the show. This question is called viewers choice question. My viewer says that we all talk about, citizens, good citizens of the nation. So, which attributes make a citizen worthy of its country?
Yeah, I think uh, first thing is that everyone have should have a vision for their life. If they have a vision, they can actually with a very good workable plan, they can uh, take steps to achieve that vision. So while achieving their vision, they have to protect their motherland. So if they have built good attitudes in schools, if they have build good attitudes from their childhood, I think definitely while they are climb their while climbing their career, uh, I think definitely they will protect their motherland. And I think for that, from childhood, I think we have to develop not only the skills and knowledge but attitudes of young people. So if young people have good attitudes, if they grow good habits, definitely they will be very good citizens for their motherland in the future. While doing good things for their profession, they will become as very good citizens for their motherland.
Absolutely, sir. It is said that the attitude towards the life determines the attitude towards the nation also. So that is why determining the attitude is very much important today. You rightly said this, sir, because the citizen one who is a responsible one is the one who is going to benefit the country. We also spoke about the sustainable development goals so that the nature is protected, and that is what is required going ahead for any of the nation, that we have a planet which is better than in a position than what we give to our children. Our children has a responsibility to ensure that they hand over it in a much better position than they got it. So for all these things, we need to develop our children to think in the right direction and have a right attitude. So sir, I'm really grateful for people like you to choose to become educators and bring light into this world. And I'm happy to see young men like you that take this route towards a country's progress through education. So thank you so much for your time with us. I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation. It was truly insightful, and I'm sure my viewers are going to gain a lot from this conversation. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. It's a great pleasure and honor for me to attend this occasion as a guest. Thank you very much.